name is Savannah. What's your name?
Bryce.
Okay, Bryce, I'm going to be your nurse today. Can you tell me how old you are?
I'm 22.
Okay. What brought you here today?
My therapist thought that I was going to hurt myself, and so she told me that I needed to come here, and so I'm here.
Okay. Are you still having these thoughts of harming yourself?
I mean, yeah. Sometimes I just think I'm better off dead.
Do you have any idea of how you would do that?
My mom, she killed herself, and she hung herself. And I thought that was interesting. I thought it looked pretty quick, but I don't know.
Do you have a plan to do this, or have you just thought about it?
I mean, I have rope at home, but I haven't, I don't know how to tie a knot.
Okay. So any other self-harm thoughts other than that?
No, I don't want to feel pain.
Okay. So I know that you mentioned your mom had committed suicide. Do you know if she was depressed before that, if she had been diagnosed with depression?
I don't know, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sad about it.
Okay. So when did this depression come on? Was it after your mom passed away, or?
Yeah, it was like a few years ago, and then I kind of just at the same time got busy with school, so I didn't really think about it. I think it was her birthday the other day, so I don't know, it made me think about it.
Okay, so I know you mentioned that you were seeing a therapist. How long has that been going on?
I see her for other reasons, but I've been seeing her for a year now, I think.
Okay. So you haven't been currently treated for this depression or this suicidal thoughts?
No. Again, I don't think I think my therapist is just overreacting, honestly.
Okay. So how are you feeling right now?
Neutral, I guess.
Okay. Have you ever felt unsafe at home?
No, I live by myself.
Okay. What about when you lived with your mom and your dad? Did you feel unsafe there?
My dad would get kind of angry sometimes, and he has guns. But I didn't ever really feel unsafe.
Okay, what about at school? Do you feel safe at school?
Yeah, some of the other students are kind of mean, I guess.
Okay, do you have any kind of support system? People that you can go to and talk to?
Not really. I would kind of just keep to myself.
Okay.
Dealing with people is kind of overwhelming.
Okay. Have you ever used any substances, any alcohol? Have you ever taken any drugs?
No, I drink sometimes, but not a lot.
How often would you say you drink?
Once a week.
Okay. And you've never been put on any medications for this depression, or are you on any other medications for what you were seeing your therapist for?
No, she said that I don't really need it, that I'm not that bad is what she said.
Okay. So do you ever see anything that other people don't see, or hear anything that other people don't hear?
No, not really.
Okay. All right. Have you tried any coping mechanisms to deal with your sadness?
Sometimes I'll go for a walk. Other times I'll just listen to music. I listen to sad music.
Does that help, or do you find that makes it worse?
It makes me cry, especially when I think about my mom. I don't know.
So is there anyone other than your therapist that you feel comfortable talking to?
Not really. Like I said, I keep to myself. I don't really have friends.
Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, but she's kind of I probably shouldn't say that, but she's not a nice person.
Okay. Do you have anything at school? What school do you go to?
I go to UCF.
Okay, so I know they offer counseling services there and free psychological consults. Have you tried that before?
Yeah, that's where I go.
Okay. Have you found that on campus you're being able to be more socially involved, or you feel like you're kind of coming back onto your own and being alone a lot?
No, I'm really just to myself a lot. There's really no point of socializing.
Have you thought about trying to get involved, or have you ever tried to?
There was some clubs that looked interesting, but I just don't like to deal with people.
Well, I think it would be a great idea if you would go to a meeting and just see if the club interests you. Maybe the people will be accepting of you.
Maybe. Probably not.
What about anything else? So I know you mentioned that you listen to music. Have you tried yoga, or have you tried, you said you go on walks?
Yeah.
What about exercise? Have you tried that to relieve your stress and the sadness?
Yeah, if I'm not walking, I'll go for a run. But I don't lift a lot of weights. I don't know, it hurts my back.
Okay. Well, exercising is a great thing to do, and even just a simple walk around a park or something can help relieve a lot of that sadness and get your mind off of things. Is there anything else you want to talk to me about?
Yeah, when am I going home?
I can talk to the psychiatrist about that and go over your plan of care, and then we'll get back to you on that. Is that okay?
I guess.
Okay. Well, it was great meeting you, and I hope we can get you feeling better soon.
Thanks.
Hey Rachel, I'm here to give you a report on Bryce Harrison. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so Bryce Harrison is a 22-year-old male. He came in this morning because his therapist Baker acted him. He was at the office and he was explaining to her that he was having suicidal ideation. And when I spoke with him, he was telling me that he has, his mom committed suicide a couple years ago, and he has increasing depression since then, and she did it by hanging herself, and so that's how he was thinking about doing it. He said that he has the rope to do it, but he doesn't know how to tie the knot. So he also explained to me that he doesn't want to feel pain, so he has no other thoughts of harming himself in any other way. So he also doesn't have any thoughts of harming others. He's never been treated for depression before. He was seeing his therapist for something else that he didn't want to disclose to me. He is alert and oriented by 4. He doesn't have a support system really at all. But he explained to me that he feels safe at home, at college, and then when he goes home to his dad has guns and he gets angry, but he doesn't ever feel like his dad is going to harm him. He's alert and oriented by 4. He's lacking insight and judgment a little bit. He's not really seeing things clearly, so that's something we should work with him on. He's well groomed, normal weight. He's a little bit guarded and defensive. He mentioned to me that his mood was neutral, but he was displaying a sad affect, so it didn't really match up completely there. Okay. He had a circumstantial thought process for what he was feeling. He was congruent with that. He denies any hallucinations and delusions. He's a really low elopement risk. He said he wants to leave and he's looking forward to going home, but I don't think he's going to try to do that on his own. He said he drinks alcohol about once a week, but other than that, he hasn't had any substance abuse. He's never been treated or been on any medications for depression or any other conditions, and he doesn't have any pertinent medical history in his chart.
How was his speech?
His speech was a little bit slow and it was sad, but other than that, it seemed pretty congruent. He wasn't having any problems.
And do you think there's any potential for violence with him at all? Any history?
So I asked him if he had any thoughts of harming others, and he denied that.
Okay. I think that looks good.
All right.